Hey, what's up, everybody? Some AF there. All good? Yeah. What's up? What's up? Pudgy's in here. Large Marge. Rick, traveling through Broadford. Dylan's back. I noticed the green factories too. That must be 6 months? People have been. Well, that was worse. There we go. Yeah, I guess members for 6 months now. That's cool. First time I've seen that since we didn't stream on Thursday. And then Dylan, you were out in Colorado, I believe. What's up, Patrick? It is humid as all get out here. I actually left the fan on back there. I hope it shouldn't be too loud. But if that low level buzzing in the background is annoying, I could go turn it off. But it has just been, I just rode to dinner real quick over to Missing Falls, and man, it is just like, it's not that hot here. It's just brutally humid, like as humid as it could be. I mean, you just stop pedaling and you just start pouring sweat everywhere. But I wonder if it's as bad down there for the Columbus guys. But it rained here most of the day. It rained here, all day yesterday? A lot of thunder and lightning yesterday. So kind of cleared off in the evening. I was able to get a short ride in 10 miles just to get something to eat. It's kind of out of food here. So I'm like, what am I going to do? And I'm like, well, get some miles in and head out. What is in my pocket? Here. Hey, what's up, Malk? Low level buzzing. The story of Rick's life. see what everyone's. I think there's some drink picks in here. See, oh yeah. Oh, Malk was saying not exactly drink picks, but that he had 7 beers on his first metric century. I know Devil Wind and so does Large and Molnar fairly well in Xenia because the first 2 years we did Ohio to Erie, we got it started. The only time it rained on those trips is when we got to Xenia. So we sat inside Devil Wind, ate food, and sat there and drank beers much longer than we ever planned to, just to wait out like some heavy storms, both 2 years in a row. And Yellow Springs Brewing. Sorry. Yellow Springs has never been open because we've always come through, or the last 2 years we came through Yellow Springs, but I think it was Sunday and Monday, so both times they were closed, so we haven't gotten stopped there yet. Large has a Rogue, Combat Wombat, Pale Ale. I have a, I'll go back to the scene. Cloud Harvest from Rheingeist. Unfiltered juicy IPA. Hot mic. Oh yeah. Oh, this is set up. I was recording. I use this audio recorder when I'm on location doing video work. I was doing videos for the United Way, and the people talking were a little quiet, so I had to crank the thing up. But yeah, that should be better. It shows that it's not peaking now. Let me know if it's still hot. Over the weekend, Patrick had 70% humidity and over 100 degrees. God, that's got to be absolutely horrible. Coolish and cloudy the past couple days, so I'm sure that was a relief. Dylan was doing gnarly mountain biking out every day. Nice. Yeah, I checked out your Strava too. The one day I remember seeing it it was like a low amount of mileage, but like an insane amount of climbing. So oh, did I? Oh, good. That setting's right. Super quiet now, so I went too far the other direction. I watched back a little bit of the last stream that Brad was on, and I noticed how quiet it was, and we had the mic right in front of us, but I was looking at all the levels, and they all look normal. Now my software's showing me it going slightly into the yellow, which should be okay, as long as this isn't peaking. It usually seems fine if I have this a little louder, but yeah. And I rarely record. This is the only time I really use the mics on this recorder. I usually have external mics plugged into it, and I'm just using this to record and manage the audio. But I was doing that when I first started streaming. I was running a mic into this and then out. But for some reason on the live stream, it was always going to mono, and it was actually in stereo, but all on one side, using the inputs on the back of this, and everybody with headphones was always complaining that it was only in one ear and super annoying. So I just went using the stereo mics right on the recorder. I've done some research. I should probably go back, especially on nights like where I'm going to work on a bike, wearing like a wireless mic, because now I think I know how to get the stereo sound into this from the wireless mic. I have to set this to mono so it just goes to both channels. But oh, there was one other thing I wanted to show up here. Where was that? Oh yeah, Aaron dropped a link to this into the Discord, and I'll drop a link to it here. Anyways, Erin has started a little side project. We've talked about, she's doing some like bike advocacy work with some other partners like Knight Foundation and Ohio Erie. Um, but she wanted to do something like with just promoting some stuff through Instagram and all that without having to, run stuff through anybody else like on her own. There's certain things, she wants to be able to post and not have to check with anybody about. So she started her own little Bike Akron thing and kind of promoting uh, everything that's going on in the community and group rides and all that kind of stuff. So she had Micah Genuine Article make some water bottles and these really cool T-shirts, and she has some stickers too. So this is all pre-order. Basically, she's going to have everyone order, I think, until August 22nd. So anyone local is interested, go ahead and jump over there and grab a cool looking shirt or a cool looking water bottle. So yeah, I wanted to plug that for her real quick. Malk asked if I test rode this yet, and the answer is no, because with the existing cable routing, I can't even turn the handlebars. So that's what I was going to do tonight. Picked up some new housing, new cable, some bar tape. I was originally thinking I could put like the grips on the back here, because it even seems like they made these the length. Oh wait, that's behind the, let me get that. Yeah, there we go. Where the bend is, and they made them that on purpose, but I feel like you'll end up riding in this spot a lot. So I'm just going to wrap them. I think that makes a lot more sense. I think getting around this corner might be a little interesting with the brake lever back here, but I don't know. Figure it out. Oh, Dylan was saying Terry B uses the lav on the streams and it works well. Yeah, it sounds great, especially when he walks around the, uh, yeah, when he's walking around working on stuff. It does a really good job. I need to do that. He even does the lav when he's out riding his bike and live Twitch streaming, and he gets really good sound. So, oh, and Dylan was saying, yeah, he's a pro cinematographer for sure. And, you know, that's really what um, the reason I started live stream, or not even live streaming to teach myself how to live stream, but YouTube was the whole point of that for me. Like, I said, when I started posting weekly, there were 34 subscribers on this channel, and my only goal was to get better at sound and everything else. But that is one thing I should get back into doing. The mic's buzzing again? Hello, hello. My numbers are showing it's good, so let me know. Hey, what's up, Damien? He said, just found the channel this week, getting into biking and bike packing with his recently acquired 87 Peugeot. Oh, nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Oh, Malk, you found it through Terry B too? I think you told me that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know. When Terry's bombing through New York City and he's like still reading messages in the chat, the Twitch chat on his phone, or sometimes he's even done it on YouTube. He's got like great sound, perfect picture. It's so awesome. He's amazing at that. He's really taken streaming like that to the next level. Oh yeah, Damien. Large Marge dropped a link to our Discord where we all share photos. So I pull up people's bike photos. So if you have a picture of your Peugeot, drop it in there under the bike pics, and we'll pull it up on the screen. Hey, what's up, Dennis? Let me mess with this. See if I can get this a little better. Yeah, all these things I keep talking about, getting the mic better, switching out the cable, buying, getting a new cable. The thing with micro USB cables, you have to test them. Some are data cables, and some are just power cables. And I haven't gone through. And I meant to throw out like all the ones that I have that are just power because they're useless unless they're white. Because then I use them for my bike lights. But they're really annoying. There's no indication on them at all whether they are just power or whether they're data. So, hey, what's up, Grand Subject? Unless the buzzing is this, because I've gotten a bunch of notifications so far. I think it's my cable, though. I think it's a bad cable. It's the second one I've used, or third one, I think, on the stream, as I've had a couple other ones go bad. But, yeah, I'm going to get into. Let me know if it gets unlistenable, and then I'll try and do something else about it. But let's see. Cut all these. Oh, that one doesn't even have a stop on it. Oh, I need to move the camera angle. I'll do that. Let's see. That's good. That's good. Oh. Malk said it sounds like asteroids on Atari. It's that bad. It doesn't show me picking up anything weird, so it's got to be all in the electronic, like all in the cable. Huh. Rick said it comes and goes, mostly good. All right. Yeah, as long as it's not unlistenable. How do these come out? Oh, the side. I haven't messed with. I guess I did mess with flat bar or flat bar style brakes when we built the single speed up. But when was that? Late winter. Rear derailleur. Malk said Funny Brad is on the other side of the camera going for a high score on asteroids. Where's Pudgy tonight? He dropped in right in the beginning, but Pudgy said he's here lacing up wheels off to the side. Nice. Are you building wheels for the bear claw? Spin the wheels. They're so sweet. They're so over the top and so awesome. Otis was saying today when I was talking, I was in the shop working on, actually put a different fork, took the original fork off my Raleigh and put a carbon fork on there. But he was saying I got to get rid of these tires. These are old surfaces. But I'm like, well, I'll still set it up with them on and ride it a couple times to get the feel. But he was saying I should get different tires, and he was talking about Gravel Kings. But he also has those new 26-inch Rene Herson in stock. So, Rene Ayers. So, part of me would like those. The only thing, the Rene Ayers are tan wall, which I like on pretty much every bike. But with this bike being all black like this, I almost kind of like lean towards the all black Gravel Kings. And like, it's kind of a dumb way to decide what tires to put on your bike, but I can't see this really with tan walls on it when everything is black like this. Pudgy said he's lacing up some 29er velocities. Nice. I wish I had the patience or the skills to do that. Oh, I need to get these levers in the position I want them to be before I mean, there's going to be tons of cable on this because it's almost going to be like a vintage 10 speed the way these are, because they have to shoot out so far to have a decent bend in them. Huh, the ones on that side actually. Aren't a problem. It was only the ones on the right hand side. I don't know if I need to. Yeah, probably not a bad idea to run new cables on this bike anyways. But the one for the shifter, I just ran that one last winter when we put in this cheap little friction shifter. Let's see. I mean, that's got enough room. Well, do this side first. See what I think. What's up, Jay Dandy? Rick said I can't decide based on color. I mean, they're both good. They're both good tires. I mean, I do want to set this down and feel the bar placement before I sit here and tighten everything down. Whoops. Turn this. I think I broke this lever, unfortunately, on the this cheap old tripod. So I can't, it's hard to aim that thing up and down, but let's see where. No, I think they just need to be in line. I think this is going to be the riding position, kind of like their hoods. Here, let me turn these up a little bit. You know, I think that would be the most. I mean, once in a while you could be back here to sit a little more upright. I bet I'll ride on the tops a lot. But I think this will be the main hand position. So just having the brake lever flush with the angle of the quote-unquote drop bar is the way to go. Yeah. Hey, what's up, William LeBron? Yeah, the bar's centered. And I think the angle's pretty good. Like I said, I'll leave enough cable. I won't, so that if I do need to make some minor adjustments, that won't be a limiting factor. So. Oh. Oh, that's the clamp that tightens it down? So the... are you supposed to tighten that down? The shifters are directly in the way of where you need to be. Oh, is there room? Oh, I guess it fits between there. Between the shifter. Does it? Or do you have to push this forward? Cool. It's gonna be real fun to get the cable in there. Rick said get a proper Allen key. You know what? I do want to get some of those like really nice ball end ones or the ones with the handles. I have plenty of Allen wrenches, but I always end up going for my multi-tool because then I don't have to search for the right ones. One thing I've always wanted to remind myself is just with my regular Allen wrenches to take some paint in the three main sizes that you use. Just put a little bit of paint on each one so I always know. I mean, Allen keys are marked, but they're like almost impossible to see in the light unless you're like, out in the sunshine. So So the shifter on this one is running the center. So about there. And these stick so far out the front to have that. But I don't want to have it too tight. I mean, it is index, just maybe there. It's a little more reasonable. With the way these are too, on this kind of bike, where they come into the, just the top with the stops right there, if you do make anything too tight, it'll just yank the housing right out of there. So that's the spot. Dylan said the bike looks wild. Yeah, it's definitely wild. It's clean. Don't even need to open it up. Gary said, looks like Pee Wee Herman's bike had a punk kid in the 80s. Nice. Does this matter where this falls in line? Sure. I don't think that matters. Nah. Going with nah. I meant like with the housings, what order they kind of lay there in the front if it matters, but I don't, as long as they're not interfering with each other. It's kind of goth. I get the real like, well, just looking at the wheels and the bike, it looks like a BMX bike to me with those. We were talking the last 2 weeks we've talked about. Now I can't think of the name of those 80s BMX. I think they're plastic, not carbon, right? But wheels. It's the same length. Yep. Mags. That's right. Traveling through. Oh, what other 90s stuff I could find for this? Otis tonight was talking about what other wild thing. He's like, it needs something else wild. And he was talking about like different color cable housing or wild bar tape colors. But I kind of like the black, just the all black theme. I mean, obviously I have the red and I had some red housing on it. But I don't know. It'll be, like I said, had this bike since it was new. So it's just fun to do something totally different to it. But yeah, still think about what else could be done. I need to pick up another bottle cage. I actually, maybe I have one. Oh yeah, this came off something. This will work. A black bottle cage. Actually broke the original one. Let's see. Someone help me out. What position do the shifters need to be in to run the? If it's going to be pulling. That looks like it's open. It looks like it's open in one, but Pudgy or someone who messes with mountain bike levers, if you could let me know so I'm not fishing around trying to get it through here when it's not in the right position. Let's see. Should have brought a flashlight over here with me, but I didn't. Some BMX frame pads, yeah. Sleeves cut off down to the waist. Or a no fear hat. Rick was asking if anyone does cork grips. They recommend shellac, but all he has is polyurethane. When I do cloth bar tape, Rick, I always use shellac. Just run down to the hardware store and grab some. It'll last you forever. You just have to, if you're going to save it, you have to move it to a container where there's not a lot of air. Shellac will go bad if there's a lot of, you can't have it with like a bunch of air in the container. Isn't it ironic to have a black Trek? I was joking when I made the cop Trek joke last week, and then like after the live stream there were like 3 less subscribers, so I think I offended someone with my Trek jokes, but I have 3 Treks here. My 1982 500, this 2001 4900, and my 2007 1500. So even though I made fun of Treks, I have a bunch of Treks. Traveling through as a Trek. Snacks has a Trek. Broadford says, "What is that? Tioga Spider saddle, red or white?" Well, you guys will have to remind me to look that stuff up when we're done working on this tonight. You know what? If I fish this through backwards, then I'll know if I have it in the right gear, won't I? Okay. So it is the right gear because it goes through backwards. I do have a slightly mechanical mind, even though I'm not a flat bar bike expert. Or anything slightly modern on bike expert. Really struggling here. Eventually it's got to find that, right? My angle look like? Angle looks right. Where is it? Combat boots. Traveling through said Trek fans are sensitive. It's been a rough couple years for Trek fans. Well, you know. Well, there's been a lot of problems with Trek over the year. Their early carbon, all the problem they had with that early carbon bikes, and then, like I've always said, one of my main things is just learning the history of what Trek did to support Lance Armstrong over Greg LeMond, and when they dropped LeMond, there was a cool Trek built Greg LeMond bike, old road bike at Dirty River when I stopped in Bay. Had all nice campy parts. Go in the hole. The hole's your home. Don't you want to go home? What the hell? This is going to be the rest of the 2 hours of this episode, is me trying to get this freaking thing through the first spot. I thought this truck was the George Wallace. Yeah, like I said, I fed this thing through here backwards, so it's got to be the right. We have to pay more attention to the angle. It's yeah, so it's going right through the top. I am seriously not getting this thing in here. Phrasing. What am I missing here? Well, I will go right through backwards, but I can't get it to go out the front. It's getting hung up somewhere before it even gets there, though, because it's not even in the length of the shifter body. Right through it. No problem, all the way through. Look at this. The other way will not go. What is it getting hung up on? Take this barrel adjuster off and see what's going on. What in the fuck? I even don't have the barrel adjuster on there now, and I still can't get it in. I'm at a total loss. Again, no problem. What is it catching on? I can't get it in there. I have no freaking idea why I won't go through there. What is there for it to get hung up on? It just doesn't make sense. It'll go through the one way and not the other way. I don't know why I have to do anything more complicated than just push it through here. I mean, it's not like it's even trying it 100 times, once it should find the right spot because we know it exists. What the fuck can that be? What in the serious... Sitting here. Oh, just... I mean, the thing's open. No problem. Nothing. What in the hell? Oh, I see Damien dropped his bike in there. Click number one. Oh, nice. Love that classic Peugeot paint scheme. Oh yeah, no swearing before the pedal break. Sorry guys. I just don't see why I need to pop it off when I know that just going like this, it's going right through. I just don't understand why it won't go in the other direction. Yeah, and it's in the hardest gear. I mean, there's no logical reason it could go through one way and not the other, right? I mean, someone explain how that could be a possibility. Look at the angle one more time. Just like right through the outside there. Oh. So if I bend it towards the outside a little bit, nothing. It will not get through there. I feel like an idiot. I can't even wrap my mind around why I could go through the one way and not the other way. It's like literally stuck in there when I put it the other way. Alright, I need to stop for a second. I'm going to lose my mind. You're right, William. Definitely losing it. It's got a perfect edge. It's like one of those nice cables where it's not frayed. It's not even slightly frayed in any way. Well, now now this won't work. Now my camera won't work, so that's even more exciting. There's no fraying on the cable at all. So Brodford said this where he goes for the cabbage. But Patrick said this may seem like a dumb question, and we can't see the detail. Yeah, the stream's not going to be clear enough. Is it supposed to go the way that it actually does? Jay, what's up? Jay says, take the spool apart, attach the cable, thread it through, and put it back together. By the spool apart, I assume you're saying the shifter. You mean the shifter? Like I said, I'm clueless on flat bar stuff. But I used to take these apart to re-grease them all the time because you had to. These old shifters get stuck after a while. Take a look at it. I don't even take it off the bars at least. Is that not that size? Do I not have? There we go. Let's see what we got going on there. I could see right through there. Yeah, just the angle, just a tough angle apparently. Oh wait. What holds these on? Oh, there we go. What did Jay Dandy say? Devil's Harvest? That was Devil's Lettuce. Satan's Sassafras? Hey, what's up, Kenny? I actually stopped in the brewery tonight, Kenny, for dinner on my before the stream. All right. Well, lesson learned. Just take it apart. Or take it off at least so I can get the angle right. So, yeah. Oh, Jake Dandy said, "Oh, we should have got into maps. We could have looked at where this every component on this bike was made." All right. Now, which housing was the housing? Had to be the long one. Good thing Yonda's not here tonight. He would have been Yonda would have been on his way over. That's for sure. Ah. Oh, that's where it goes. Oh, that piece of housing is this. Right? No, that's a little long, right? Where did the rear derailleur piece go? Oh, here it is. Yep. There we go. Well, I made that way harder than it should have been. Are you guys talking about installing fenders? Relax with an exploded shifter diagram. Dylan. It's nice. Fender installation, man, like I've talked about before. I have these really nice Honjos, the hammered Honjos. Get off. I don't know if it's focusing or not, but I've watched all those YouTube videos and I've read the Renee Hurst and Bicycle Quarterly of how to install these things, and I just have never had a day where I've had the patience, and I would actually have to hammer shapes so they fit between the chainstays, and yeah, I've always wanted to put these on my Trek 500, and I think I've had them here for 2 years, and I've just never, no, I've never been in the mood to try and take these things take on this project because it's not simple and you want to do it right. They're basically permanent, and a good fender install is like a is awesome. They shouldn't rattle. You know, they it should be like a permanent install. And yeah, it takes a level of patience. You know, me and Otis always talk about doing it. He always talks about French Fender Day, and but as you know, everyone's busy. I also just someone was getting on my case for the barefoot thing, and I stepped on a spur of old cable, and that feels really good. I had to pull it out of my foot there. Mark said he was looking at Honjo's. Dylan said the install takes at least 3 hours with shaping. Yeah. Rick said he did a good job on his other two bikes. It's a tweak fest. As you can see, what my level of patience is. Like I've stripped down my old road bikes and put them back together, but like fenders seem like next level precision. And even with the, I just know because I've done all the research because I always think about it. But even the way you need to bend these pieces and stuff, you have to have them bent precisely for the fenders because you don't want any load being put on the fenders. And then you have I have the little cork pieces and everything that are supposed to cushion it in the right spot so that you don't crack the fenders. And yeah, just never had it in me to take that on. Oh, Malk asked if I could show the crossbar mount for the rear fender. Uh, I think that is actually sitting somewhere. No. Here's the bridge. What else do I have? I'll be honest, I have not thought about or looked at this stuff for a little while. Yeah, just all the little, like all those little bushings and everything that you have to get right. Yeah, that's for real. Oh, then they have the crown one. Yeah, it's a whole. Let's see. It's a whole. It's a whole thing. I'll get this. Cool. Let's see let's run this brake. I do have some red cable housing. See if any are long enough. I don't think they are. I'd run a red one in the front. No. No. Not long enough. Whoops. Sorry, that smacked into the mic. Which ones are these? Are these? Yeah, these are bolt brake. Should be long enough. use the one that has at least the cleanest edges. This one. Oh, this is what Malk is talking. Okay, I got you, Malk. That's why you wanted to see the. Oh, so you're. So this is what you were. Let's see. Move backwards, Tim. Let me get my face completely out here. Yeah, that's the one that comes with the honjos. Oh yeah, Rick said the Rivendell video is good. Yeah. The fender has a slotted hole on the bracket to attach to the seat stay crossbar. Yeah. Oh, there's a cable end stuck in there. The hole was slotted, Malk. Yeah, let's see if I can get this to focus for you. Well, I mean, it's a circle, but it's not a perfect circle. It's got adjustability up and down. Is it 10 o'clock already? Oh, it's 10:08. Put this piece of housing on and then take a piddle break. Oh, these are different size. All right. Yeah, I have not updated the members video again, but Bike Kyle Gafalls is now a member. He was in the chat last week, and someone else has dropped off, so I just need to fix that up hopefully for Thursday. But yeah, pedal break. Be right back.
I just want to take a quick moment during this break to thank our channel members. Their financial support really does make it possible to do this many live streams and produce this many videos. So thanks a lot. If you're interested in joining, we could drop a link on the screen in the chat right now that you could check out and follow that link and join the channel and get some special perks too. Anyways, thanks to everybody else too for tuning in. I really enjoyed doing this. Check out the merch store and also drop a like on this video. Thanks, every little bit helps. We will be back in a couple minutes.
I wanna tune a boat. Give me tune a boat. I wanna tune a boat. Give me tune a boat.
Yep, the mic was not on. ah. You know what the funny thing is? What I was talking about is how I'm not a very good TV personality because I forget to be out of the way of what I'm actually doing. So while I was talking about not being a good on camera personality, I had no audio on while I was blocking from view what I was actually doing. And I've only had one beer tonight. Well, I guess that's not true. I had a beer with dinner, but to be honest, you guys mostly watch now so you could chat with each other, not me, anyways. uh, looking good. I was curious, did anyone follow the big SRAM releases today of their, I guess it's not a group set, partial gravel stuff they put out? I saw Decline put a video out. He had an early, he got a bike with all that new stuff on it, but I haven't had the chance to watch it yet. If a cable stops these from spinning, you're against it. Jay Dandy's here for the maps. I think all night I've been cutting the housing with these and the cables with the other one, but whatever. Let's see how I don't think I tightened that down. Yeah. Oh, Mark, I saw you drop that tease an upcoming map and you're here all night. Right before we went on, I saw what you dropped, but I didn't. I saw you dropped a link, but I didn't get a click on it yet. Okay. 80th anniversary, Renee's bikes. Wow, that looks sweet. Definitely my style. I would still Does that? Oh, that has that Jan Hein style double cable shifter that he uses, where it pulls in both directions, right? Okay, beyond the history, what are these? Okay, there we go. So this is all their own style derailleurs and chain rings and everything. Their own brake components. They've already sold out of them. Down payment, $100. What do the bikes cost? $13,000? 13,900 to $14,000? 8 complete bikes? Wow. The cost of the complete bike. Sorry, I'm reading. This is just blowing my mind. So it's cheaper with SRAM Force ETAP than it is with their own derailleurs. The SRAM Force ETAP is $13,900. The Rene Hurst versions are $14,200. How is it sold out if the orders don't open until August 15th? Oh, because they probably just don't. That's probably the only way they have to set it. Monk said if he gets one, he's having Pudgy put spin mags on it. If you have to ask. Yeah. They said they won't be making any money on them at that price. I get it, they're collectors, but I mean, you would think Jan Hein would be making bikes to be ridden, not to be like showpieces, right? That doesn't sound like his personality at all. But huh, that's crazy. How could you not make money on them at that price? Custom bikes are built for custom steel bikes are built for far less than that all the time. I mean, Broadford, are you talking about the SRAM stuff? Because yes, the SRAM suspension fork. I saw Lanky post something about it in his Instagram stories too. Like I always say, everyone should ride whatever they ride. But if you're going to build a mountain bike, I mean, you're at that point. If you're riding stuff so gnarly, I feel like that you ran suspension fork aren't. I guess you're building a drop bar mountain bike then, right? I don't know. The terms are in all the worlds are so mixed up. I guess it doesn't really matter. Um, Crawford said some folks are big balling. They got 14,000 just for giggles. The people buying them will ride them. Yeah, we'll see. See, it'll be interesting to see what happens with them. Let me know if we're losing the stream. I'm getting a warning. Just went downhill right now. Is Renee Hertz crashing my stream? All right, looks like it's back on. 10:25. It should be going good again. Yeah, I think those browser tabs actually were giving me problems. Oh, yeah. I had no tension on this. That line doesn't look right. Did I spin this around on accident? No. It's okay. What do I have going on here? That is not right. Did I not feed this cable through right? Because I'm getting zero shifting. Yep. I must have somehow missed where Merv Griffin never turned his back on the camera. Well, I must not have fed the cable. That doesn't make sense. I mean, the cable must not be in the shifter in the right spot. That's the only thing that... The hardest gear, you run it through in the hardest gear, right? On the mountain bike, that would be... Yeah. Let's figure it out. I'm not a bike mechanic, but I play one on TV. Oh, is my stream going down again? No data, stream is healthy. Just changing it, just changing. Now no data. Are you guys seeing me? Because it's telling me that the stream is going on and off. Did I time warp? Yeah, it's saying stream's good, stream's bad, stream's good, stream's bad. Broadford said he thinks the fork is only 30 to 40 millimeter travel, but it's much lighter, but still not that light. Yeah. Okay, some of you are still seeing me, so. Is this bike cursed? Is my old mountain bike cursed? I'll put it through, put tension with my hand, and see if I could feel any cable pull. It wasn't clearly pulling the cable at all, right? Let's see if I'm seeing daylight. Uh, hmm. Should I take it apart? See what's going on? I think it's just one screw to take the cover off anyways, right? Now nothing's happening. Trying to remember what this should look like. Tape it to another piece of cable and pull it through. I got it through. It just wasn't grabbing for some reason. It must have not, even though I had it through the body last time, it must not have been in the right place because it was just, okay. Well, you won't be able to probably see this, but I'm actually getting cable pull now. And it's actually lengthening here. So it must have gone through the shifter body and not actually been where it was supposed to be. Jay said on his Huffy there's a seat that sits in. Yeah, I could see it now sitting in. I mean, this will be impossible to see on a live stream, but yeah, it's sitting in the right space now, and it was not before. Okay, this time for real. I really want to ride this bike with this setup. I, this thing is going to turn some heads for better, for better or for worse. Dylan, it's about the community and the camaraderie and learning together. Hey, I mean, all winter you guys just watched me consistently slowly get drunk. This has got to be more exciting than that, or no? I have, Rick talked about this earlier. He said run some, I could zoom in while I'm doing this. Oh. Put a little dab of oil on there. I see some people do that, and I see some people say not to do that. What is the common wisdom? I would be interested in what Pudgy and Dylan do when it comes to that regards. Everything's in place, right? You out, Malk? See ya, man. Hopefully we get a ride soon. I will try to get down to Columbus. Definitely way off on the tension, but Dylan said he shoots some T9 oil where the bars are and let gravity take it down towards the derailleur, but definitely not for brake cables. Okay. Broadford asked if they're slick. Yeah. And the other thing with this bike is since the cables run open over the top, you know, anything would only be going through that piece of housing, this piece of housing. It's open here again. When I got this bike, I thought that was the coolest thing, that these were exposed. And originally they were little rubber gasket things on here. Just a gasket might not be the word, almost like washers to keep it from scratching the paint. I have not indexed gears for a while. Trying to think of the last bike that I ran cables on that I indexed. Oh, the Barry Hoban. I built the Barry Hoban over the winter. I just rode that the other day. That bike is a fun bike to ride. What's going on now? So it should be. No, it's way off. You out, Dylan? See ya, man. Yeah, I think Broadford that I did buy the nicer stainless cables that have the coating on them. You could usually tell too because the ends are very they're like welded or welded's probably the wrong word, but burned together so they don't fray as you keep as I put the cables through here twice already and nothing frayed. I could usually tell that that's a better. So why do I keep losing all my tension? What am I? This is the point where I watch YouTube videos. Skip 2 gears there. If it's skipping more than 1 gear at a time, is that too much tension? Okay, right now it says 7 and it's in the easiest, or the hardest, I mean. What Who song did you turn off, Rick? No. There's full tension. Rodford said it's good to stretch it and retighten it. Yeah, I do remember Otis telling me that. See, I'm getting. It's getting loose at the end. It needs more. One of those fancy fake opera songs they do. I put more tension. The last two gears are the ones that are giving me skipping more than one. There we go. I want to tighten down the other, get the other lever sides. I don't think I'm going to redo the cables on there. I need to put the brake back together and see actually. I have it all loose. Maybe it does need to be longer when the brake is put together. Nah, that side's good. I'm not going to mess with it. I do need to loosen them a bit, but well, yeah, if the lever's up here. Yeah, it needs to be rerun. It's not going to work. What is can you fry Lebanon bologna, man? Oh yeah, this cable's looking rough anyways. I'm not gonna. It'll be worthwhile. Get out of there. Bologna and peanut butter? Gross. What am I doing? I want to make my housing first. This is Lebanon bologna. That little nubbin on there. There we go. I thought you were... Aren't you Polish, Rick? It doesn't sound like an Eastern European dish. Well, that's not Eastern Europe. That's Poland. This must be a different size. Just the cabbage crew is left. Everybody who knows what they're... These aren't the right ends. Let's see what else I got. You're allowed to eat outside your ethnic pigeonhole. All right. Two different. Yeah. I need to tighten down those levers where I want them. Looking good. Dandy, I need to hit you up. I keep forgetting we've ridden out to Kent and sat out on their like on Main Street or whatever, Water Street, where they have it all blocked off, where we met you the night before the industrial gravel. I need to hit you up. We've done that a number of times, and I always mean to, and then it slips my mind, but I will try and remember next time when we're coming out that way. And if you happen to be free for a beer, that's what I need. $10 a building? Somebody wants to pay you to take pictures of 2,000 buildings in Philadelphia. $10 a building, 2 photos per building. That's a lot of money and it's still not worth it. Lucifer's Lettuce Squad. Why is this like this? This little... I need this little bent metal piece, but I can't get the end off this cable. So. What's worth $10? I mean, how close are the buildings? So, if it's a whole row of buildings that you get to walk down, that's one thing. But if it takes you a half an hour to get to any one of those buildings, it's you're already. Been bikeless? Oh, you've been bikeless, Andy. All right. Is this like a piece that's just supposed to be on there that I can't, that I need like a specialty cable for? I don't know. What the hell? I'm so sick of this camera not focusing. Yeah, if they truly are a bunch in a row, that's one thing. But I got hit up by a lady today that wanted to talk. And so I could tell by the way that the email went that it was some app-based thing. Like all these people think they're going to be like the clearinghouse for photography. Basically what they're trying to do is destroy professional photography. And I see them all the time and they want you to sign up for their app and then they'll get you clients that way. But I always at least look at the website. And the website was marketing towards people who need photographs. So it said, we'll get you photographs at below market rate. And so I wrote the lady back. I was like, so if you're going to hire me and the clients are going to pay below market rate, you're going to take a cut. That means I just get paid less. I was like, why wouldn't I just get the clients myself and charge my market rate? And so I ended my email with hard pass. So, hey, if the kids go and put me out of business, people younger than me, by making this the way that business is done, and I have to pivot, fine, but I'm not going to be part of ending my own career. So, oh, Danny, you're doing what I'm doing now, but dragging it out for a month. trying to thread that cable is contributing to ending your career. Traveling through says after his big photo jobs, he buys Bitcoin. I think our one friend Snacks channel member, he only pops in the live chat once in a while, but we ride with him once. We ride with him every so often. Um, I think he did really well in crypto. He works for Eddie's bike shop, but I think he's already kind of like did really well to the point where he's kind of set. I'm not a gambler. Like I'll gamble small bits of money, but like it's never really interested me to take those kind of risks. I don't. I don't think. Rick, I can't imagine how $10 a building can pay off no matter how many are in a row. Well, because what? Five in a row is $50. Because I mean, I'm sure you're someone like me. You care about your work, so two photos each, fine. But are you gonna just take two photos? Are you gonna wait till the sun is in the right spot to make a good photo? You're gonna wait till it's a cloudy day if it needs to be a cloudy day for the way the buildings are facing. All that planning, I can't imagine all that planning and no matter what, that price being worth it. I can't figure out a way that that would be end up actually being profitable. It sounds good when you throw the big number out there, but I don't know. I'll be curious how it goes if you decide to do it. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying it's hard for me to figure out how you can make money doing it. Oh yeah, traveling through and Rick, what's the deal with you guys? Did you guys just put it out there and ride together? I would love to know the details of, or if you guys just reached out to each other and were like, let's get a ride in. I was supposed to ride with Lenky today, but our weather sucked all morning. He's free during morning and early afternoon, and the weather didn't work out. We talked about tomorrow, and now I'm busy tomorrow with projects, so unfortunately, I hope we still figure out a way to pull it off. Me and Lanky were gonna do like our retro ride where we both um, ride our neo retro builds. I was thinking I'd ride my Schwinn. He's got his Italian build with the Campy. Rick said we met at a rest stop, men's room saw. Yeah, Rick, I guess if you took the time and you did it all in one day, if they're not picky about the photos, like picky to the level that they're perfect, like you'll shoot into the sun, overexposed for the building, and then just not really worry about it, I could see it working out. Yeah, I don't know if you guys. Well, I don't think Dandy, you're not on Instagram, right? But Lanky posted about having two different tires, having a different rear tire he bought for his cross country mountain bike for traction. And I was like, "Oh man, you are just one step away from being out of the roadie world and into the mountain bike world, running two different tires. That's next level mountain biker." All right, let's see if this. That's good. Let's see if this cheap little friction shifter needs anything changed, or if this one could just go on and work. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, Dandy, you don't Zuckerberg? Gotcha. I don't blame you. I can't. I, oh, I was talking about you, like, I didn't even realize you had just jumped in. Like I said, the Nar Nar shredded him. That's definitely how it is when I go mountain biking. But I do want to get out to Hampton a few more times before, well, if we could get out there while it's dry. If my schedule allows, I like going to Hampton on Monday morning. Every time I've done that, there's never been anyone there, which is what I like when I mountain bike. All right, I kind of got a bike now. So this world traveler traveling through did not bring a light, and traveling through said he knows where he's going. Nice. Now let's do it this way. This thing won't, I need to run a piece of like tape around there. It's just gonna scratch up my new bars, and it's a cheap little friction shifter, and I need something in there to, and it just moves when I try and shift. I forgot that from last winter. I picked up some of this tape. I don't know if you guys use this on your bars, but it only sticks to itself, and it's for wrapping where your bar tape stops. I don't know why I didn't use this earlier, why I've used electrical tape, but it'll work for this purpose here too. So there's nothing sticky ever to wipe off or to get messed up, but it'll work for this purpose also. Do I have scissors over here? Grab scissors. Yeah, the green smokestacks. I think that's the, I'm guessing that must be the 6-month membership. I think I am going to wrap the whole bar. I think I'm going to see how I could cross through here though. Or if I have to stop here and then start wrapping here again. I hope I don't have to do that. Nice, that's much better. Yeah, Rick, even with, Rick said he saw don't pull electrical tape tight. Yeah, even when you're doing your bars, you're just supposed to go around, and then at the end you kind of give it a little tight pull. Yeah, with your bars, you're not supposed to be pulling it really tight. But this stuff is awesome. This stuff is like, to the touch, it's not sticky at all. But once it touches itself, you have to be careful. It really sticks to itself. It's like, if you mess it up, it's done. You know, it's like double-sided tape, kind of. It's where you need 3 hands. There's like a tiny bit of tension left in this screw that I can't. I need to put outward pressure to get it out of this little slot. There we go. see with this tape if I could still get the angle on this screw I need. Looking good. Ow, it's coming up just like the tiniest bit short now. Got it. Caught the threads, thank God. Yeah, if you weren't here last winter, I switched this one from the original Shimano index shifter to this little friction shifter. I have a triple in the front, and I just had to keep taking that shifter apart and fixing it, and it just was not worth it anymore. So going to friction for that triple chain ring. I spend 80% of my time in the center of the triple, so it's not like I shift that much in the front. There we go. It's not an Allen Rick. It's so cheap that it's a either a flathead or a Phillips to put that thing on. Traveling through, wish I had green stacks. You'll have green stacks eventually if you hang around long enough. All right. So I did just go with black bar tape. And I am interested to see if this will be long enough to get me to, you know, the... But I'm curious. Let me see if I could zoom in. Yeah, what I'm going to do at the corner with the levers, I'm just going to try and do an X and keep going. Did I grease these up? Should I clean these a little bit? Oh, speaking of jazz cabbage, jazz cigarettes. Did you guys see these? My friend Woody sells these. Come on. They are roach clip valve covers, and they come with the Presta to Schrader adapter, so whether you have Presta or Schrader, you could have roach clip caps. I think I showed the dice. I have the dice on my single speed, and on my Roger Riviera, he also sells dice ones in case you're not getting funky. But yeah, if you're into the jazz, look up roached clips on Instagram. Oh yeah, got this. Well, it's off camera, but you, Rick, you stop your ride and then you use it. I want to start on the. Can I do this from here, maybe? Rick, you were talking about shellac earlier, and I was saying I do shellac my cloth bar tape. It blew my mind when I realized that shellac is a completely natural product. That it's basically like honey, you know. It's that an insect makes shellac. All right, let's see what we do here now. I don't like that. Let's see, do we need to go? No. Can I make the corner like this? Yep, that's the move, I think. That's a little bulky, but that's going to be the move somehow. This is real fun with all these cables. Yeah, that looks good. Feels good. I've never used this bar tape before. This is it's not expensive stuff. It was $20. MSW. Hmm. No, no dice. Oh, other way? Did I wrap them backwards? I've done that before. Super Mammal said first he was worried about, or first they were worried about rabbits getting caught in those wheels, but now with the roach clips, it might get some people we know caught in the spokes. Yeah, for sure. All right, Dandy. Night. Wait. Yeah, this way. Oh, do it awkward again. I always do. Did not watch a tutorial on the best way to handle this. Wow, look what I did while I was gone. I don't really need to worry about the spacing at the end of these bars because I'm not going to be able to put a front bag on this bike anyways. Everything will be on the rear, and I actually have a bag that I use on this bike. Oh, they gave you some of this. They always give you this stuff with these things. I've never had, like, even the Chinelli stuff, like, work at all. So, not bad little bar ends. Oh, well. Done trying to do that for the night. Oh, traveling through. Yeah, that's awesome. I saw that photo with you in the new shirt. Is sweet. It's true, Rick. You do. Oh, Patrick says always wrap the drops on the outside and the tops to the back. Yeah. I usually go and look at my other bikes that I know I had wrapped by someone who's a mechanic once before I do mine. I have scissors here. I don't need to use my teeth. Oh. I always like to save these scraps. I always end up using them for something, like putting that weird shifter on there. No, too loose. What's wrong? Is that enough to tuck in? No. What's more exciting, watching someone wrap bars or try to stick shifting cables through a shifter? Let's see if I can remember how I did this on the other side now. Okay. I think I went real tight here. Well, that's not tight enough. Over the top. I've actually gotten good at doing this part on drops, but this is a little different on these bikes. No, I don't. Oh, I went the other direction this time, so it'll be a different. I'm not happy with that. No. There it is. That's the pattern. This is literally catching on every goddamn thing. I will catch up on the chat in a minute. I'm determined to finish this. Scissors. Don't undo on me. All right, well, that's a rough idea of. Got to get this indexing a little better in the rear. Probably work on the brakes a little bit. I got to get them shifted over, but they're pretty close. But I should be able to do a test ride by this weekend with this. Where's my other bar end? Oh, right here. Whoops, touch the. Oh, you guys wrap from the top? I've never seen any. I have seen people who swear by wrapping from the top, but I think that's a little unorthodox. There's some cushy tape. Huh. Said DuckDuckGo gets industrial gravel. I come in 49th, and on Google it's 91. That's interesting because with Google owning YouTube, you think that would help me out, right? Come on, do your job. Don't be a piece of shit. I'll see you traveling through. Look forward to your next video. What time is it? Oh, geez. midnight. Well, we'll see. I'll either button this up on the Thursday stream or maybe even before then, because I might want to get it out for a ride. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress tonight. Yeah, just a little bit of tweaking with the brakes and the gears, and should be good to go. Didn't quite get that in there right, but yeah, pretty sweet. All right, guys, I'm actually just gonna end it this fast because I didn't even realize it was almost midnight, and I have got to get to sleep, and I'm exhausted anyways. But yeah, definitely not how to do something, but how I did it and how it can be done. So all right, I will see you guys on Thursday.
Okay. Myself on your YouTube. Okay, bye.
All right.
Cause
Yeah.
this time.
Fitzwater photo.
In the awful way, holiday today, and all I want to say, holiday today. You catch the first train home, drives to breathe alone, yeah, and all I want to do is to get with you. Hey, the awful way, holiday today, and all I want to say, holiday today. You catch the first train home, drives to be alone, yeah, and all I want to do is to get with you. Hey!
Thank you video. I need to make a new one this summary.
All I want to say, holiday.
Rick Urbanovsky super chatted $5. Good night, fellas.